So how do you make your offer stand out in this competitive market that we're in? In this market, as we sit here today, there's roughly 9 days of inventory. That is just crazy low levels, and it is expected to go up a little bit over the course of the year, but you still have to do things to help your offer stand out. There are a few different things. There's more than a few different things. Every single offer is unique to itself. So there are countless ways to help us make your offer stand out, maybe above somebody else's. But some of the more popular ones are inspection. Okay, maybe you write it into the offer that you're gonna get your inspection and you're only gonna use it as a pass-fail. Basically saying, you get the inspection, you're either comfortable with it or you're not. And if you're not comfortable, you back out of the deal, you get your earnest money back, and you go find a new house. You can also go with an appraisal gap. A lot of people talk about appraisal gaps, but I'm not sure many people know what they mean. I'm questioning whether some people know what it actually is. Basically what it is it's offering the seller assurance that if the appraisal comes back less than the negotiated contract price, you as the buyer would bring up to X amount of dollars to make up the difference. Earnest money. Sometimes it's important for a seller. You know, we suggest earnest money is typically between 1% and 2% here in Colorado of the asking price. But sometimes you as the buyer, you might want to put down a little bit more. That's basically your skin in the game. You're offering that to the seller to make them feel comfortable that, hey, you are serious about their property. As long as, and if you decide you want to terminate, as long as you do so by those deadlines, you're going to get that earnest money back anyways. But it just offers a little bit more skin in the game. What is earnest money? A lot of people hear that for the first time and ask me, what does that mean? Earnest money is your deposit. It's your skin in the game. So within a couple days of a mutually executed contract, you're going to deliver an earnest money check, oftentimes a personal check or a cashier's check or maybe a wire transfer, to the title company, or maybe it's the real estate office. But it's your skin in the game. That's the most amount of money that you can lose in most cases for you as the buyer. So there's many different ways for you to get that earnest money back, but that's why you need a great agent to kind of show you exactly what those ways are and guide you through the process so that you do get it back should you choose not to buy the house. Earnest money is not something that you just automatically lose. You deposit it with that bank, whether it's the title company or the real estate company. But if you decide to go forward with the house, that earnest money is, it goes towards your down payment. It goes towards your closing costs. It's not something that just disappears. It's not an extra fee. Should you decide you want to back out of it, the deal, then you'll get it back. There are many different ways to get the earnest money back, and it's pretty friendly here in Colorado. Very buyer friendly. These contracts are written that way. It's as soon as you pass your last deadline to get your earnest money back. So it might be a loan deadline, it might be a conditional sale, it might be an appraisal type of a deadline. As soon as you pass those deadlines and you go towards your closing, if you decide against purchasing the house after the last deadline passes, then you're probably not getting your earnest money back. Finding out what's important to the seller is also important. If the home is vacant, oftentimes the seller probably wants to close sooner than later. If somebody's living there and they don't really have a place to go yet, they just need to move, maybe they want an extended close. You need a great professional, real estate professional, to show you exactly and help you craft the perfect offer to put you in the best negotiating position possible. I think a lot of us hear the term rent back a lot, and I'm here to explain, some of the nuts and bolts of it. A rent back is basically saying you're going to close on a house that the seller is selling, and then that seller can stay in the house for up to 60 days after you close. They may rent it back. They would become your tenant, and you as the buyer would become the landlord for that short amount of time. And depending on how it's negotiated, they may pay you rent or a daily prorated amount, or maybe based on the negotiation they don't. But that's why you need a real estate professional to kind of show you around. Every single situation is different. Every single offer is going to look completely different because no two situations are the same. This is where a real estate professional can help you.